Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Money here today with a brand new tier list. I know we just did one yesterday, but I felt like, hey, why don't we do another one today? It'll be Megalobox Best Boxers. I made this one myself, as you can see here. Who's the best boxer in Megalobox? Fighters in different forms are separated. For example, Gearless Joe and Nomad are two different people. So we're just gonna get started right away. Number one, Aragaki. I think Aragaki's a good benchmark. He was a very good boxer. He popped off a lot, went real hard. But he did lose to Joe, and although Joe was really good, he also actually, he was a favorite, too, to get into the Megalonia. So I'm going to put him right there. He did have no legs, but that didn't stop him. Chief. Chief is a good benchmark. He is decent. He wasn't really... I don't know if he was Megalonia material or even better than Prime Aragaki. But he was good. He was good enough to put Joe on his back. And he was good enough to win that tournament. And, yeah. Next, right here, Gearless Joe. Obvious S tier. He was possibly the best boxer in the entire series, and he was just a beast. He was unstoppable up until he fought Liu. But he was like going insane at that time or something. Like, he really wasn't in the right state of mind. It was like Mike Tyson after Cus D'Amato died. You know, so you just don't really count that, do you? Prime Joe was the one who faced this Yuri, who is also S tier because he was able to hang with Prime Gearless Joe. This Yuri, he was literally on like death's door. He was damn near paralyzed, and he was still able to hang with Joe for 12 rounds. He was clearly at a huge disadvantage in this fight. Just look at his arms. They're literally like, they look like he looks like he just came out of a fire, and they sprayed him down, and they're like, all right, get in there. Like, it's insane. Gearless Yuri. He was a beast. King of Kings. Glenn Burrows. This guy got mollywopped by Joe, and Joe wasn't even like trying, right? Glenn Burrows is the weirdest case because he just wasn't good at all. Honestly, I'd put him on the same level as Chief, but he did get into Megalonia. But he just got destroyed by Joe. He got like one shot by him. It was insane. I'm gonna leave Glenn there. Next, we've got Hachia, I think. He's obviously D tier. He couldn't even beat Junk Dog Joe. And he was just a sad man. Now this next one, this is Hummingbird Armored Joe. I don't know how to feel about him because he was good, but he lost to Mac, and he just wasn't like he wasn't as good as he used to be. You know, I will put him right here. I think he's not as good as Gearless Joe, but he was good. He was like Yuri here. He was on death's door, really. This man would have died if he fought another round, which was sad. But, you know, it is what it is. He was great. I want to put him higher. Can we add another tier? This one will be just S. There we go. We've added a new tier. I do think this Joe was still better than Aragaki, because I don't think he got that much worse. I do think he was worse, but not that much worse. Anyways. Junk Dog. I don't think Junk Dog was actually quite Joe made a lot of progress during the Megalonia tournament and stuff. So I don't think he was as good as these two here. Obviously not as these two. I'm gonna move Glenn Burrows up. It feels like having a Megalonia contender that low is strange. He was good. Liu, obviously he was the next Yuri. He beat up Joe. Like, I can't put him anywhere other than SS, can I? He was the next Yuri, trained by Yuri. He was murking everyone. He beat Yuri's undefeated record. He was nuts. Anyways, sadly, he lost to the next man on the list, Mac, who's also SS. Why is this color yellow? I gotta fix it. Let's make it. Oh, now we're gonna have to change all the colors. There we go. Hachi is a bit more green now. All right. Yeah. Mac, what can I say? He beat this Joe. Not really easily, but he did beat him. Honestly, I might move these two down. They're both great, but these two are just goats. I'm going to turn this into the goat tier. There we go. He was fantastic. I mean, Mac Time, obviously he was also dying every time he fought, losing his mind, which was just, I mean, is that a theme? Did we find a theme here? Chief also died. Oh, that's insane. Everyone's dying in the show. Leo almost died when he was getting slaughtered by Mac. Should we order them? I feel like we should. Was this Joe better? He didn't last as long, and he didn't almost kill Mac, so I'm gonna put Leo above. I would put Leo above Mac as well, if it weren't for him getting flattened by Mac Time. I'm gonna put Glenn Burrows above Aragaki. Actually, no, Joe struggled more with Aragaki than Glenn Burrows. Yeah, that's really about it. What more can I say about Mac? He's fantastic, but he wasn't that guy, or he was that guy. Actually, I don't even know what I'm saying. He was fantastic. He beat Yuri. He beat Joe. What more can he prove? He's very close to GOAT. Next, we have Mikio. He was good. He had the AI boxing. I'll put him above this guy. Or why did I call Aragaki this guy? I'll put him above Aragaki. I don't think he was up here, because he did in fact get beat. Although he did get beat by Joe, of all people, so he got beat by a GOAT. And he put up a good fight too. So did Aragaki. Yeah, he'll stay at A tier. He was good, but I mean, Yuri would have flattened him. I feel like anyone would have flattened him if Joe can figure out how. So can any of these people. I don't think his AI could handle Mac Time, and this guy, he was just too good. And this Joe was obviously better. Nomad, I'll put him right there. A bit under Chief. Obviously, Chief smacked him up. But, I mean, Nomad, he's my favorite look in terms of looks for Joe. He looks really sick. He's got a beard like me. He's got long hair like me. As I said in my Megalobox video, I self-inserted myself into Joe because he went through the same development as me. He gained a beard and longer hair, which, I mean, I guess anyone would. But yeah, like, I look the same as him in grade 9, and then come grade 12, I look the same as him again. Crazy, right? I mean, this Joe, he just beat up bums, really, up until he fought Chief, and then he got... Obviously, it was a fixed match, but, like, you know, Chief then flattened him. This Joe was good, but he was like, those painkillers were doing him in. Next, Pepe Iglesias. I'll put him right there. Actually, I'll put him above Glenn Burrows because he fought. Actually, I'll put him above him too. Pepe, you know what? Pepe Iglesias can just go to the top. He fought with Yuri for like a round or 2 rounds. He was dodging. He was doing better than this guy would have done, and Aragaki would have done. Anyone fighting that version of I'll talk about that later. But yeah, Pepe was good. He's also got a fantastic theme song, which I can't play because the people, whoever licensed Megalobox's music, are on my ass every time I use their songs. They fucking nail it. They got my Megalobox video, and it wasn't even a copyrighted at first. Usually when you upload videos with copyrighted music, it'll tell you right when you upload them. But this one just took like a month. And then I started that Megalobox UFC series, and just every single video was getting copyrighted. And to be fair, I was blasting their music in the background, but still, come on, lads, show your boys some love. It was creative, innit? Anyways, Sachio, just dog shit. He wasn't even better than Hachia. Sachio was horrible. He was just bad. Shark Samejima, I would say he's like right there. He lost. He was like Joe's first fight, and he lost. He just wasn't great, really. Kind of sucked. He was just angry a lot. Here we at, god damn it. Here we have Integrated Gear Yuri. He's the best boxer in the whole series. Integrated Gear Yuri was just such a monster. I couldn't even imagine, like, if we saw him go a full 12 rounder. Joe would not have lasted 12 rounds against Integrated Gear Yuri. 6 at most. This Yuri is significantly weaker than this Yuri. This Yuri is dying. This Yuri just got his gear ripped off, and he's not gonna be able to walk in a day. This Yuri is just a monster. He flattened Joe in there. He flattened this Joe in their first fight. He literally made Joe shit his pants on the highway. He was just too much of a beast. He flattened Pepe Iglesias. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. the amount of like gear mainly, I'm pretty sure it just adds like power and speed. That's what gear adds. And he was flattening Joe, who's got like the best chin in the entire series. He was murking him without gear. Without gear. This Yuri was flattening this Joe. And I couldn't imagine what the extra speed and power from the integrated gear, the best gear in the entire show, would give him. It would just be bonkers. He would beat Mac. He would flatten Mac. He would destroy Liu. He would destroy this Joe. He did destroy Pepe Iglesias. I mean, Pepe just had no chance, and it wasn't even fair. I do think that this Joe could maybe go an extra round, or maybe like go like maybe 3-4 round. No, he couldn't. He couldn't. Maybe Pepe should be up here. Pepe was good, or maybe down here. I don't know. Pepe could be like right there. No, he couldn't. The question is, do I think that this Joe would do more than 2 rounds against this Yuri? And the answer is probably no. I feel like this Joe would just get his shit caved in by this Yuri. And this Yuri even. Because this Joe was dying. This Joe, but just think about it. This Joe was probably in better condition than this Yuri was. This Yuri was literally just in the bin. Completely in the bin. He was fighting off pure willpower at that point. Mac, I can't see him doing anything to any of these people. Like, yeah, he could hit Mac time, but what is Mac time gonna do against this Yuri, or this Yuri, or this Yuri? To be fair, he might kill this Yuri if he lands a Mac time punch on him. But yeah, I mean, this Liu, I think this Liu would have the best chance. This Yuri, against this Yuri, Mac would get parried. He would go into Mac time, and then he'd get parried and flattened. But Liu, I don't think would make those kind of mistakes. Or not mistakes. I don't think he would end up like that. I think he would just kind of, it would be like a good boxing match. It wouldn't be a slugfest ever. It would be very technical. But I think in the end, Yuri just wins. And then this Joe, he would probably end up dying. I think he would just be dead after. Because this Yuri, he's just too good. List just starting to not make sense the more I look at it. And that's why I think I'm going to stop. But yeah, this Yuri, he was just too insane. I do want to put these guys like on the same level. It feels weird putting them like below. Because clearly, all three of them are GOATs, except for maybe him. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe this is good. Because this Joe lost, and he wasn't even... Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it like this. How about that? Anyways, should I bring him down? Because he was just dying, but he was equal to this Joe. And yeah, he would be... Yeah, okay. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Do you think that this Yuri's not the best in the series? Tell me why, and then I'll tell you why you're wrong. I'll actually tell you why you're wrong right now. Because this Yuri went 12 rounds with this Joe. This is the best Joe versus the weakest Yuri. And this is the strongest Yuri. So it only makes sense, you know? It's just how it is. Ooh, maybe like that. I think Mac might put up a better fight than this. I don't know, man. This, you can rearrange these three all you want. This Yuri's the best. This Joe's the second best. This Joe may be up there. I don't think so, though. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Adeuces.
Sipping 4-5s like my granddaddy. Wanna be an alcoholic, no time for family. Can't even see the dishes from the people around me. I wanna be the dude that your girl calls pimp. Me, motherfucker, who could bust your lip. I bust a nut and baby mamas. Leave them crying, leave them lonely like my papa. I don't wanna be a doctor. I don't wanna be a lawyer. I just wanna be important. Put my face on maps. Everybody know me cause the motherfucker raps. Deal with the devil, dealt with the devil, lead with the devil, lie. I'm the devil, I need the devil, you need the devil. Who you think you talking to? You talking to the best they never knew. No crew, never had a clique, no gang. Living by myself, never been no thing. Never need a bitch, never needed a woman. I never needed anybody but a pen and my bullet. I can't deal with the lows that'll come in the future. If I blow up, then it was good to know you. A guy like me can't deal with fame. When you hear this verse, then remember my name.